Ah, that's how that works. Hello there, glad to meet you! Welcome to the world of Pokemon! My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. And if you want... sure. Oh, sure. I study Pokemon as a profession. Now, why don't you tell me about yourself? What do you look like? Choices! I mean, I'm used to them in Crystal, but I am used to them in Crystal Clear, but that's about it. So we're gonna have a black-haired boy, a blonde boy, a darker skin tone, a darker skin tone, or a brunette girl, a blonde girl, or a darker skin tone, and darker skin tone. But that's an improvement over the previous Pokemon games, which is, do you want? Is it a girl character or a girl character or a boy character? But we'll make a boy, as we are one. Well, I am one. But, you know, you are. But anyway. Alright, what about name? And... wait. Yeah, and welcome to Green&Blue Walkthroughs Let's Play of Let's Go Pikachu! And there's fine. Oh. How do you do the only two buttons? I am, of course, the 999, and here we are, playing in another Pokemon game. And unlike, we tried doing series on the last couple of, on the last two generations of the DS releases, aka the remakes of Sapphire and Ruby, and Sun and Moon. However, my recording DS broke, and they kind of went out of business, unfortunately, the modders, so that's unfortunate. So, I'm just gonna play them off camera now, but anyway, also, we have two Crystal Clear Let's Plays ongoing, which the modder took down took down their website with the mod because they were afraid of backlash from Nintendo. So yeah, but we're still playing it, and you can still get it. It's just internet being internet at this point. Just like something that is a revived version of a failed, or may not want to say failed, but a canceled Russian game series, maybe one of my favorite game series, that was made into a fan standalone mod and was taken down by someone, and by a publisher we all know and love. But yeah, regardless, I will be doing Sword and Shield, but in the meantime, as what Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as the games are for, which are standalone games meant to be they're meant to be for fun, fun. There would be for fun as we return to the Kanto regions and a reimagining and tons of good not only is it a really good reimagining of the Kanto region, the same as the first Pokemon games. It's not a remaster or a remake, because a remaster is simply updating the graphics. That's what Leafgreen and Firered did. A remake, which you could probably call this, but I don't think that's what this kind of is. A remake is when you completely wipe the board and try again. AKA what happens to Core a lot. And in comic books. And Hollywood. Any other things I want to mention while we're on this topic? Nope, I think you got the idea. So yeah. So I think reimagining is a good word for this. Reimagining to me means you're looking back at an old game and just revamping it for a new audience. Reimagining would be the J.J. Abrams Star Trek films. That would be closer to reimagining, despite them technically being sequels. Technically, but regardless. So yeah, and pretty much, well, actually, let's continue. And there's a lot of good old references to Pokemon, all throughout this reimagined Kanto journey. So let's continue. This boy here is your friend and rival who has grown up right next door. To you. That is his name. What is his name now? What's the default name? What is your rival's name? Oh, there is no default names in this. Interesting. No doubt there is what we call them in trailers. No official names, but there is no default names anymore. Very modern. Well, my sister was going to call him Steve. But then I thought, he's a Steven to me. So I was like, okay. You calling him Steve because it's kind of an inside joke that his nickname is Steven and he does not like it. So his name is Steven. So again, I don't have right and left. I have just a Pokeball with 2 buttons. I really want to play Mario with this, because on the NES has only a D-pad, start and select, and A and B. The Pokeball is A-shaped like a retracted Pokeball. It has a control stick where the button on the Pokeball is. And you click it in for A, and on top is the B button, and that is it. So let's go back. We have that button. His name is Steven. His name is Steven, but we call him Steve, at least for right now. It's just like an inside joke. It was Steven, was it? Yes. And don't worry, this is not Oak's grandson's twin. I see. His name is Steven. Hi, Pikachu. You should learn, my boy. Your very own Pokemon tale is about to unfold. Yes, a world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits! Let's go! Oh, sorry, my mic was muted. I was drinking water. And I forgot I'll mute it. My bad. I think I understand you all a bit better now, thanks to this. Ah, if it isn't Dish Malai. I prefer Silk. Ah, of course. I promised to give you and Steven a Pokemon today, didn't I? Well, in that case, why don't we head over to... Oh, Pikachu. A female Pikachu. Eats up by the tail. That's a heart. And here is what the game is all about. You encounter one Pikachu. My, I surely wouldn't have expected a Pikachu to appear around here. Yeah, that's true. And this is the first point of the version, besides the graphics. Which, by the way, if I didn't explain the graphics, I really like the graphics. The graphics are just really nice. They're basically just a reimagined version of the old graphics. Everything should be here, albeit something slightly different. But everything should be here, and it's basically just a 3D version of that game instead of being a full 3D game like Coliseum, which maybe Sword and Shield is? I don't know. I barely glimpsed at the E3 trailer, as I didn't want spoilers. But anyway, also I should mention, actually we can talk about it now. But since this opportunity has presented itself, why don't we practice some Pokemon catching? You just have to throw out your Pokeball and try to land it on the wild Pokemon for a chance to catch it. Hold your Joy-Con horizontally and point it straight at the screen or your Pokeball. With your Joy-Con pointed at the screen, press A to ready Pokeball. Now, by the way, this game is meant to be a console version of Pokemon Go, meant for people who A, don't have a phone, B, are too young for a phone, C, are too young to go outside and, go around places looking for Pokemon, or D, don't want to do any of that, and would prefer it in a console experience. You can throw your Pokemon by waving your Joy-Con. Don't forget your surroundings as you're waving the Joy-Con around the place. Indeed. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just to pick up the risk. Like 1, 2, 3. The way the Pokeball glows yellow, then red when you catch it, and then whatever color the Pokemon is. Oh, you caught a Pikachu! Yay! But well, I played a little bit of this with call with my sister as she was over and beat the game in 3 days. Okay, Oak, that was a pretty fun performance for a first time, my boy. Indeed, that was single Pokeball. Why don't I pick up that Pokeball and give the Pikachu you caught a name? Wanda? Well, that's a lovely Pokemon if I've ever seen one. Wait, come back here! Looks like someone does not like being a Pokeball. Steven, Professor Oak! These Pokeballs there, I swear there were only 2 a second ago, but now there are 3. Oak, a perfect reasonable reaction, my boy. You see, one of them is the Pikachu that Der999 just caught right now. Steven, so wait, Der999, you caught it yourself? They agree. Or she agrees. What? I've never seen that happen before. Oh, cool. Now, how interesting. Well, my boy, that is it. Take that Pokeball and keep a good hold of it this time. Indeed. Oh. Pikachu became your Pokemon! Oh, well, strange Pokemon indeed. It sure didn't seem like staying in one place. But it looks as though it's a good shine to you, dear Fly. Why not give it a name? Why not give Pikachu a nickname, indeed? Oh, actually, I got it. I was going to go with Pika, but that seems rather done before. Oh, well. How about you? Wait. Yeah, the stick is really good for the game, but you know, it's really small and really tall for how small it is. Chew. Yep, chew. Yep, chew. Professor Oak, I'd choose this one. So we got an Eevee from Professor Oak from the other game. It's really cute. Eevee is just what I wanted, indeed. Nice. For a new trainer to catch for the first Pokemon themselves. Even I had never seen such a thing. Indeed. Look at this. Pokeball contains Pokemon. Alright. And as you can see... Oh, just one more thing. Now that you two are sitting as trainers, I'd like to ask your help with something. Take this with you on your journeys. Steven, what is that thing, Professor? Oh, this is the Pokédex that I've designed. It automatically records data on the Pokemon you've seen or caught, and it makes an entry. For each. It's an extremely high-tech tool. There's Feline and Steven. I want you each to take one with you. All right. You got a Pokédex from Professor Oak. Yay. Oak. Okay, you'll find. Okay, you. Oh, actually, make mine for 30 minutes. Here's the timer. Oak. You'll find you can't get very detailed data on the Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch Pokemon to gather the most complete data. To make a complete guide to all the Pokemon in the world. That is my dream. But I'm an old man now, too old to get the job done myself. That's why I want you, young trainers, to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Even a Pokédex, huh? We're going to meet so many Pokemon. This keeps getting better and better. I'm thinking out now, they're flying. You should do the same, indeed. I think you're ready for this. Let's do this. And as you can see, your Pokemon appears in the field. Which, by the way, I should mention, the Pokemon sizes they're scaled to each other, but they're all kind of small. Oh, how cute. Is this one you got from the Professor? Well, you caught it yourself. That's amazing. What should I call your new friend, Chew? It's a lovely Pokemon. Pikachu. Mom, oh my, how angelic. I suppose that means you two will be setting off on your adventure today, right? I thought this day might come soon, so I planned ahead and got this for you. You get a town map from Mom. You put the town map in your bag. By using the town map in your bag, you'll always know exactly where you are. Be travels, dear. You and Chew be good to each other. We will. And as you can see, instead of walking into tall grass and being ambushed, you can actually see the Pokemon in the you can actually see the Pokemon in the grass, which is amazing. Awesome. Never done before in a Pokemon game. And here's a Rattata. Encounter by Rattata. Get ready. Yeah! 2 in a row. Oh, first one doesn't really count. And by the way, as you may be able to hear, the Pokeball actually makes sounds too, which is awesome. And its rumble's amazing. You got 40 experience points. And whenever you catch Pokemon, you get random. You get experience. Pokemon number 19, Rattata. Normal mouse Pokemon. Height, 1 foot. Weight, 7.7 pounds. Personal workers, 1.1 inch. And yes, you can catch Pokemon of different sizes. And no, they don't appear in the field. They only have a ring around them telling you that they're bigger than normal or smaller than normal. Or average. Won't shoot anything with its fangs. If you see one, you can be certain for more live in that area. Indeed. Here we got one. Oh. I guess let's catch another. Actually, trying to catch another. How many Pokeballs do we got? Oh, yeah. 49. We got this. Ah, I failed. Oh, and then we'll give you ratings later, I think. You got Rattata. By the way, you can get a first catch bonus. Just like an entire team of Rattatas if you want. Catch combo, keep it up. By the way, the more you catch, the more XP you get. Also, the more show up. Oh, Radish? Oh. You know, let's get another catch bonus. Pidgey. Oh, we definitely can get Pidgey. By the way, you want that ring to be as close as possible, but the ring, the ring only counts if it's close, when the ball touches the Pokemon. Also, you may notice the ring has coloring. It's green. The more red the ring is, the harder they are to catch. The more green, the easier. Learn Quick Attack just by watching me catch Pokemon. Yes, and as you can see, there is no flying well Pokemon in this game. Besides legendaries. So that is disappointing, but still. Get the Pidgey, get the Pidgey. Yes. Get ready. Wait for it. Oh, missed! Excellent, there you go, another ring's coming up. Yeah! We should hold my Pokeball next to the mic so we can hear them. Yes. Yes. No, we have Rattatas. Now, we broke our combo, but, you know, I need a Pidgey. We usually have been added to Pokedex. Pidgey! Oh, by the way, Pokedex number 16. Pidgey, normal flying, tiny bird Pokemon, height 1 foot, weight 4 pounds, height, my biggest is 1 foot, and obviously, my smallest is 3.8 pounds. Very docile. If attacked, they will often kick up, stand to protect themselves, rather than fight back. Interesting. I'm also getting knowledge since we're here. You kind of well know this, oh really? Do it. Yeah. Oh, no, excellent that time. Oh, my streak. As you can see, these are the score you get, which get dished out in XP points apparently. Okay, it's an anti-Pokedex. Pokedex number 043. Oddish, grass, poison types. Weed Pokemon. That's rude. Height 1 foot 8 inch. Weight 11.9 pounds. I guess it's not that bad. Maybe mistaken for a clump of weeds. If you try to yank it out of the ground, it shrinks horribly. Oh wow. It does not like having its hair pulled. And that's all Pokemon that we got. Oh, well, my Pokeball's sideways. I mean, you can kind of get a feel for it. Hello? Little ledges along the road, they're a bit scary, but you can hop down from them. You'll get back to Pallet Town quicker that way, indeed. Ignore the rest up. Oh wait, we're at Tesla issue. They are your combo breakers. But you can always run away. Yes. Pidgey. Pidgey. No, you just spam catching Pidgeys. Nope. I might as well just catch these Pidgeys. Get back here. Might as well do it for XP points. Same reason why we would fight random wild Pokemon in the main games. Arrow. We got our team, at least for now. Which, by the way, you know that I do love to build up my 6-person team right away, and then just swap Pokemon as I need to throughout the game. Not carelessly dropping them off, but you know, until I get my perfect team anyway. Have multiple teams. Now they're getting tucked in our bag, as you can. Now they're getting tucked in our bag, as you can only have the maximum of 6 Pokemon at a time in your team. Oh, that's a fail. Yeah, I saw him jumping. Oh, barely. Basically, the Pokeball has to hit their hitbox. And you have to throw it at a certain speed, or you have to, wave your. Basically, you have to flick it at a certain speed in order to actually, in order to actually catch them. You can't do it too slow or too fast, or else the ball will go too far or the ball will go too short. You'll also you also need to throw the ball in the general direction if they're moving to sides. You got a pretty sweet Pokemon with you. I'll bring along my favorite Pokemon leader, so you'll be able to battle me when I do. Indeed, thank you. All right. Which one? You see that in the bottom right corner? That is the you can now initiate co-op button or co-op thing. Which basically you do that is shake a Switch controller next to it, and you drop in. It's that simple. I'll probably show it later. But anyway, well, that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate watching this video. It means a lot to me. Actually, let's get to the Pokemon Center. We don't need to. Oh, I didn't think. It's ongoing maintenance. Please come back later. Of course, we haven't fought anything. Oh. You know what? I won't spoil it if you don't see them. Alright, so anyway, that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate watching this video. It means a lot to me. It also means a lot to me if you were to check out this tripod, which is a science fiction universe I've been working on since I was very little. It was the universe I played when I was a kid, and now I am making it into a sci-fi setting for everyone to enjoy. And I'm using it currently to write books in that universe. But who knows what the future holds? And right now I am currently finishing. I currently am done with the first draft, and now editing the first draft and basically doing a couple of I'm going to do a couple editing passes while I make sure everything is okay, get rid of all my typos, make sure everything makes sense. And once I do, I would say two full passes of the book. I will actually, yeah, I would once I do two full passes of the book, and I'm not going. Basically, I'm not just hard nosing, just going straight down straight down the manuscript. I am going back up and editing things when I feel I need to. So that's why it's taking a bit longer than if I just if I just grinded all the way down the book and then started again, and then went to the top and then went back to the top and started again. No, that's not what I'm doing. And by the way, I'll upload the manuscript. I'll upload the manuscript onto the Google Drive, which you can find in the description below. In the playlist below the line, you'll find the Google Drive where I have the lore files and the lore files in the first 3 books I'm working on. And I'll upload it at the end of the month regardless of my progress, but I'll upload it once I'm done with the first draft edit. That's when I can start. When I know the first draft edit, I can start messing around with it on Kindle. And I'll do more passes, but also I will start working on reviving my. Basically, I want to do a series of where I just read through the manuscript, but it was too heavily for me. It was too frustrating for me because of how I talk. Required too many attempts. I just didn't have time for it, and I was too busy editing. I was too busy writing it and editing it, so it changed too much, and it was just not the right time for it. I tried though. But what I'm thinking about doing is having a series where I record the first chapter, all the episodes in the first chapter, and then upload them every week until September 9th when I release the book, at least in Kindle form, or at least in paperback form, in print form, out of Amazon Publishing, depending on which I can do first. Basically, the problem with the paperback is I need to make the cover right. Problem with the Kindle is I need to make it set for the Kindle, which is an entire process on its own. Cover is better. The cover is easier. But anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate watching this video. I said that. Also, don't forget to check out our Discord. We can hang out with me and the rest of our community here in the internet. And yeah, you can check that out below the Google Drive folder. And below that is the donation thing. So if you want to see more games like this, because Nintendo doesn't send me review copies, you can help fund this channel and help not only provide games and consoles like the new Switches and Xboxes and PlayStation, or Xbox and PlayStation, but also hardware for the mass computer so I can record on it and and make it a bit easier on me to actually do modded games and stuff like that. Also, I use it for food and internet and stuff like that. But anyway, alright, so anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. And I guess see you in skin.